Hello and welcome, I'm John RMS, otherwise known as AceBullion, and today I'm bringing you a bit of my own collection. This is something, of course, I've had for a while now, and of course I will be showing you the other Simpsons, which is, well, to come later. But for this one, I'm going to be focusing on the brand new Krusty Studio Simpson. And is it any good? Is it anything special? Well, you'll find out as we go along. And there may be something else in this video which, well, just kind of might spark your interest. Anyway, with that being said, make sure that you check out all the links in the descriptions below. You can find a link to AceBullion, the precious metal forum, and of course, the silver trader who sends me a ton of coins, and I have more coming very, very soon. In fact, actually, I have some here. I'm just waiting to do them, but I thought I'd focus today on The Simpsons. So sit back, relax, and here we go. So, as you can see from the title above, this is the, well, it even tells you right there. It's the Krusty Studios 1 ounce silver proof colored coin. And it's, well, it's pretty awesome. But before I actually open this up and show you what this is, one of my good friends on a group forum has sent me in a, well, something unusual, shall we say. And I'm going to show you if it's any good. And it does relate to The Simpsons, actually. In fact, here it is, right here. And I haven't opened it up. I'm not going to open it. But it says CPGR. And then it's 9.9995 silver 1 ounce cast donut. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Now, this comes from a Australian refinery, and well, they made a 1 ounce cast donut. Now, you're probably saying, "What the heck? I've seen a donut on your channel before," and well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but this is from a CPG refinery. They're based in Australia, and they make everything from gold to you name it. So they're not a little small backdoor company. But what I found unusual is the fact that they decided to make a donut, of all things. It's a bit bizarre and kind of out of the ordinary. Now, we can see here a map of Australia. We have the fine silver stamped 3 9s and then a 5 at the end, right there. If you could just make it out. And then, of course, we have a CPGR, which is for the refinery. And then we have 1 ounce, 1 troy ounce silver. Now, the other side is actually, it's quite difficult to show you, but there's nothing there. It's just very plain and very shiny. That's why I'm kind of not taking it out. It's just, nah. Now, I was really intrigued by this, so when my friend bought one of these, so thank you, Robbie, for the heads up, by the way. He then sent it to me, and initially I was only going to review this, but I ended up actually buying it from him. So he did me a cracking deal on it. I actually bought it, I'm pretty sure, at cost price. But I'm a little bit torn because I like to support local pours, local other craftsmen, and for a large refinery to make a little donut was a little bit of a shock for me. Because, as I said before, you have actually seen a donut before. And in fact, if I just pull it out of a stand here, this is the donut I'm talking about. Now, this actually came from one of my good buddies, Ollie OSB, who made me this cracking, I mean, this is much better than the other donut. This cracking, beautiful donut. And it is hallmarked and everything else, and you can see the hallmarks right there. But yeah, it is a stunning piece of work. And of course, you got the bite taken out of it, and you got the sprinkles. Look at those sprinkles. And they really are 3D. You can feel it even through the plastic here. So this coin, whoops, this coin compared to that, there's no contest at all. no contest. But I'm going to put this, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's pretty dang cool in my opinion. But just not as good as some of the local pours. So please be sure to check out all of your pours, not just myself, AceBullion, but other pours as well. And make sure you get something that's hallmarked. It does help. There's a lot of reasons why hallmarking is important, especially in the UK. Trying to resell something that isn't hallmarked, you have to legally label it as a white metal unless it's a bar or something else. So there's some little loopholes. There you go. But that is the lovely bit. So on with The Simpsons. Now I'm going to pause for a second so you don't have to sit through while I open this up. But here we go. All right. So once you actually just open it up out of its box, you then are approached with yet another box. So you kind of want to keep these as pristine as possible. You don't want to damage them. These are a proof coin, and it is just as important to keep the box that it's intact as it is the coin itself. Now this is, as I'm sliding it open, get the little top inside there, my COA or Certificate of Authenticity, and Krusty Lou Studios 1 ounce silver proof colored coin. And then it gives you a whole bunch of information. I'll let you pause and read it there. And I'll let you pause and read it here. So as you can see, there's a limited mintage of just 5,000, and I got number 1,902. Yep, there you go. Now we're going to open it up, and we should see a lovely acrylic case and the coin stuck into, and there we are. Now it's the first time I've actually pulled it out, but that's it inside the acrylic case. Now if you don't obviously want to mess with the magnets, you can turn the coin by using this here and kind of some 2 fingers. It's a little bit tricky. However, I just recommend you just be very gentle, and you just in a counterclockwise or clockwise, depending if you're right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed. I'm going to do it counterclockwise, and just a little click, and we get that there. And then we push this up from the bottom, and the coin comes out. No gloves required because it is encapsulated anyway. So here it is. The Krusty the Clown, Homer Simpson, and Sideshow Mel. Now, what I do like is that you have the Krusty Lou Studios in the background. We have Homer comically sitting in a clown car. The only time I actually remember Homer in anything clown related was during a episode where he was facing the mafia boss, and he was basically impersonating Krusty. He was a Krusty impersonator, or whatever you want to call it, and he had to do a loop-de-loop with Krusty on a little tiny bicycle. That was the only time I remember him into that. So don't know where this clown car idea came up. And Sideshow Mel has pretty much almost been gone from the show in a rather old episode, but that's a little bit geeky for me. So, but there is a little hidden treasure in this, which is kind of cool. First off, we got the Perth mint down below. We have Matt Goring's signature and everything else. But right here where my finger is now covering, as I zoom into it, is something fun. Yep, that's Itchy and Scratchy hidden away in the background. And that's kind of cool. Now the colorizing, or the color on the coin itself is a little bit, well, shall I say, Series 1 from The Simpsons. It's not as vibrant as, well, I really think it ought to be. It is kind of just that little bit meh. Although that's the way that the Perth mint have been going for a long time, in my opinion. So, yeah. It is obviously an official licensed coin. One of the things that got me on the Perth mint website was, of course, they said this is the colored design, which essentially implies that they're going to most likely come out with a carded version and a BU version of this coin. No doubt in my mind, because they like to milk it. We have the reeded edge going alongside, and Usually I start off with this side, but of course we have Queen Elizabeth II. Look what they've done to the Queen. The writing here, that's a little bit bizarre, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else has caught on to that, but if we move it down, hopefully you can see that. It looks a little bit, well, yeah, it's strange. I don't know what they've done there. I don't know if that's a mess up or a mistake or if this is an error. I'm genuinely unsure. We have Ian Rank Broadley's portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, 4 nines silver, and it has 1 Tuluva dollar. But this, of course, is the Krusty, Homer, and Sideshow Mel coin with, well, a little hint of Itchy and Scratchy. And if you guys are a Simpsons fan, yes, there is the Treehouse of Horrors that will be featured maybe this week or definitely, well, either this week or next week. I'll be featuring that other proof coin as well. As I said, this has a mintage to 5,000. Yes, they're still going on with the series. I gave up on those Chia Pet versions, and I know I keep saying Chia Pet. Quite frankly, if you're old enough to remember Chia Pet and you're collecting The Simpsons, then you understand fully. So, as long as they're still producing these, I'm still buying them. I don't know why. I should have given up a long time ago. I know how much my collection has grown in value, actually. I mean, the first 2-ounce coin is ridiculous. I mean, they're essentially wanting over £1,000 for it, which is nuts, and that's the full family Simpsons. So if you're able to pick one up for like £400 or £500, well done, you know, good luck. Definitely grab that opportunity, but holy cow, they're just rare as hen's teeth. I wish I actually would have bought more. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Happy Monday, everyone, and Krusty Loo time. Bye for now.